Guys, and welcome back to Metaphysical Medicine. So I'm just chilling outside here at the lake. I usually have my message prepared, or my topic for my video prepared, but today I was not prepared. So usually coming out here in nature, preferably by a body of water, helps me to kind of get my inspiration just in general, not just for my videos. But I did want to say that I don't know what number video this is, but I've been making videos now for a little bit over a year. I wasn't really sure about it when I first started. I just knew that I couldn't sit around talking to myself all the time, and I felt that spirit wanted me to start exposing myself more with the things that I have to say, and just the perspectives on life that I have to offer. So if you've been watching my videos for the last year, I appreciate it. Thank you for allowing me to give you a little bit of inspiration and a new perspective in your life. I don't exactly know where I'm going from here. If I'm just going to continue forward making videos as I am. I'm definitely going to keep making videos, but I don't know if I'm going to do anything different, anything new. But with that being said, my message for today is to forge a new path, but be prepared. Forge a new path, but be prepared. And there are a few different ways that you can be prepared when you're starting something new, forging a new path, or you have just a new beginning that you're starting to explore. But forging a new path can mean anything. It doesn't have to be anything big. Me starting this YouTube channel was forging a new path for me, and it was big for me because I grew up, I still haven't figured it out yet, but I grew up believing that I was shy, and I don't know if that's really true for me anymore. I definitely don't like to be out and about, most of the time. I do like to be just in my own little world, in my own little corner of the house, but I don't think that necessarily makes me shy. So, but this YouTube channel was definitely something big for me as far as forging a new path, because I'd never really been in front of a crowd before, or just an audience, or been outspoken. But there are three ways that I can think of when I say to be prepared. So when you're forging a new path, the first thing you have to be prepared for, or the first way to prepare, is to gather your resources. Now, I have an example that I'm going to use throughout this video. So like I said, I'm out here in nature. I would like to be in nature more often. Oh my God, y'all, look at this. I hope y'all saw that. It just came out of nowhere. Wow. Anyway, that just totally caught me off guard. Beautiful. This is exactly why I want to come out of nature more often. But this is something I want to do more often, and something that I've done enough to know kind of what I need to be doing. And it's looking right at me. But yeah, this is this is something that I've done often enough to know kind of what I need to have with me, physically. So for example, I do not have good like hiking shoes, and I love to just walk about in the trees, the forest, trails, what have you. I do not have good hiking shoes. The shoes that I have on now, the soles are so flat, I am literally risking my life in these shoes. But other things like blankets and just having a big bottle of water, things like that, that would make me more comfortable when I'm out here in nature. So that's one thing you would definitely benefit from doing when you're forging a new path, is to gather your resources, have the knowledge that you need to have for the journey along the way. If it's a path that's physical, of course, gather your physical resources. And if it's a path that is not physical, it's more for a spiritual path, or like a mental path, or anything else that's not you actually doing something with your physical body, have the knowledge that you need to have in order for that journey to actually be beneficial and as comfortable as possible in the end. And it's not always going to be possible to be comfortable. So that brings me to my second way to be prepared, or the second thing to be prepared for, is to be prepared for the unknown. Every new path that you forge, it's going to be new. It's not going to be something that you either done at all before, or something that you have not done very often before. And you're going to come across things as you explore more and more. You're going to come across things that you haven't seen before, or have no idea what it is, or had no idea that it would pop up that along your path. So that's the second thing that you got to be prepared for, is the unknown. I mean, life is full of unknowns, whether you're forging a new path or not, but especially when you're forging a new path, you're going to come across some things that are going to throw you for a loop, and you're going to have to, it's going to be like a mini journey within the journey. You're going to have to be able to draw from your inner strength and your inner knowledge, which is where those resources come from. Gather your knowledge. You're going to have to draw from numerous things to get past or get through those unknown aspects. And so the third way that you want to be prepared when you're forging a new path is to be prepared to adopt a new mindset. Now, this is going to be, I feel like, one of the more deep-rooted things that you're going to have to work harder at, because your mindset is, a large part of your mindset is conditioned by your surroundings and your habits, things like that. So when you're doing something new and it's completely different from anything you've ever done, at times you're gonna want to kind of go back to what you have done before and how you've lived before, because it's familiar, because that mindset, you brought it with you. Basically, that old mindset, you bring it with you, and that's what makes new things so difficult sometimes, because of course you know enough about this new thing to know that you want it, and that you want to put in the effort to explore it. But the mindset that comes from that new path is not something that you have yet. So you're going to have to be prepared to kind of deconstruct that old mindset and to plug in the pieces of your new surroundings and your new habits and your new routines to adopt a new mindset. And that's not to say that everything that you've ever known is going to leave you, or even has to leave you. But oftentimes when you're doing something new, it's going to be more beneficial for you than the old thing, especially if that old way or that old thing or that old path is no longer benefiting you. You're gonna need to open your mind to being set in a new way, and that's where your new mindset comes in. So that's my message for today. To forge a new path, but be prepared. And there are other ways that you will find out along the way that you need to be prepared, or if it's something very specific, there are other things that you might need to do to prepare for that specific path. But I feel that those are 3 general things that we all need to be prepared for and think about when it comes to forging a new path or exploring a new beginning. So I hope this video gave y'all some inspiration. I hope it gives you a new perspective on those times in your life when you want to do something new. Not everything can be done on a whim. Some things you really do have to prepare for. And if you can't do it on a whim and it's successful, that means you were already prepared for it and you just didn't know. But that's great. But anyway, I will see y'all in the next video. Be well.